good, yo? I'm live this time to explain recess, because I say recess, but hold on. Because I say recess, but then I don't got, I'm looking for the what's the name, hold on, because y'all know what I'm doing. It's like the lion nap I had to take just to goddamn get the hunting. So, that being said, I am live because of that, okay? And I don't remember what else I am live for, but I am mad, okay? Let the atmosphere tell you. But no, I'm live because I want to make a understanding. So before I even start music again, I want to make a understanding on how the world works. Okay? Because in the end, I don't want to go around circles, around bushes. You feel me? I don't want to beat around the bush because someone needs to be hospitalized. No, that's where the business part of hospital comes in. Hospitals, everything that every business is excel. It's the extra excel people want. And then people come in and try to destroy the extra excel. Everything the extra excel is, that business was enigmed during the Constitution. So when more laws came out of follow this and follow that, there was already laws that say follow the Constitution. And obviously it's like, okay, well, what works best? Well, when the businesses got the Atlanta Falcons or Walmart, it was when it was the Constitution, and then the natural disaster of the world, as we see the Jamaican flag I'm wearing, the natural disaster of the world inhibited people to have to make rules for recess, because people that didn't follow the Constitution needed colorable law, needed another language, needed another dialect. And then people made a swell majority from the multiple rabbit holes and the branches that had to be away from the Constitution, and then started saying those branches are going to fight each other, and saying these policies was adjacent when it was a verbal contract of slang, and then they wrote it down on a piece of paper knowing the verbal contract was nowhere near the normal statement. You get what I'm saying? So if I say woo-doo-woo, you get what I'm saying? People know what woo-doo-woo meant to go to recess. But then, you know, if Bloods got woo-doo-woo now, someone might try to put woo-doo-woo on a piece of paper, you get what I'm saying, to make it look like all of that, you feel me, that partying, you better watch out for the security of that party. And even though the Bloods know what woo-doo-woo mean. So that's where that whole turmoil becomes a fraction in the world, because when the situation of understanding got away from why we are who we are, and a microism, you feel me, bacteria, and kills more than one germs. So that's all natural disasters to common law is. So bacteria is chilling, knowing you're not good bacteria here. Because that's what it's saying, all bacteria isn't bad. The same with people. So you're not good bacteria here. So you're chilling here, and if I never picked this up, yeah, I would never spray you. But you still bacteria that wasn't supposed to be there. And that's how the world has been working and operating. It's been operating off of that enigma that it's okay to be bacteria chilling there. No, if someone can get the right stuff to clean up, now that person look like a bad person for doing the right thing to the bad bacteria. And that's how, and that's the problem, because obviously I came on this live to explain I'm a pirate, and I'm tired of not seeing Zazie Zone Locker. You feel me? Zazie Zone Zozie. I'm tired of not seeing that. Because I keep bringing up my mug shots, like, and other people, like, I do exactly what niggas do to elbow, like, yeah, I'm realer than you. I do exactly that, but I do it politely. And niggas go home and reminisce and be like, wait a minute, you called me a bitch. No, I didn't call you a bitch. I was being competitive and said I would win that wrestling match. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I did not call you out your name. But people don't understand that. So now that I got that disclaimer is known, because it comes to another position where people are still saying, well, it's like this. You go to, because I've coached multiple things. And football was the oversaturation of people not listening to me, as we can see now with Generation Z grabbing all the 27-year-olds people's you feel me? You can look up every 27-year-old athlete and see they grabbing from them what they didn't listen to, that momentum. Because I had a big it doesn't matter about that's the problem when niggas try to say networking. Obviously, you network with people's money. Whoever has the most money. Momentum is counted as money because you can make more than you can make infinite as long as that momentum is there. So it's just like when people like, what, when I've called up scouts and they be like, what resume? Did you go to college for football? And it's just like, but I'm a momentum. You know what I'm saying? You telling me, you know what I'm saying? Cam Newton so I'm getting treated like Cam Newton, just not in college, because I was about to use Cam Newton as a momentum and they didn't treat him that way. So just to shorten it. But in the end, when you're on momentum, and they did that with Lamar Jackson. I don't think Lamar Jackson ran at the 40. Well, that's just an example. If he didn't, they don't run at 40s and stuff. My momentum is bigger than all of that. So this is where I talk about where this sway the majority, and they might have the news on this peak. So and they take a whole dialect and make a statement out of it. Like, so obviously, people smoked and got summoned to the Gladiator Dome to figure out who made weed. And then when they was in the trenches, because the Gladiator Dome turned the world into a spaceship, they're like, what can we do? Because the person like, I'm gone, y'all got y'all discipline, and said, y'all said weed was illegal. And it was like, oh. And then the world came together, and then when that person disappeared, the alcohol prohibition was the sundial that they're gonna do it again. So that's how laws, you can do that momentum energy, or that AB that I'm explaining, with almost any colorable law, and understand how the adjacency is supposed to be for the Constitution. Because in the end, I want to elaborate on the understanding of, you can't tell me what to do. And people told the wrong people that a lot of times. Because in the end, the objective is to cover up the silent recommendation. Because no one goes somewhere. I'm the only person that go places without a silent recommendation in the air. I have to, when I go somewhere, no one holds me to, oh, he's glowing that he's a good guy. Everybody else get held to, they glowing, you feel me? Everybody else get held to, that person is said that they have these pawns, but I know what to do with him. I'm glowing that don't believe him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm glowing. So when I talk, every time I've been in an interview, I'm taking a lie detector test. While everybody else might lie in their interview, but, they had this silent recommendation to say, well, don't put him in those positions. So that being said, because then, people will understand that and then be like, I'm going to make up positions. You feel me? You can't say these positions correlate and this doesn't. How? I'm not going to give you enough time to explain it. Ha ha. So that is the situation away from the understanding of how the world pilots. Because in the end, obviously, the people that pilot the world get ranked. Okay? You can't say, oh, you just started steering the boat. That doesn't give you a badge. If I damage the boat, yes, if I damage the boat before a certain duration, no, that doesn't give me the badge. But if the chief go down, and Lord forbids, so hopefully someone the chief just tripped, or the chief just was about to grab the wheel a little slow, and someone else grabbed it and said, I know what you're doing, and just took over, type shit. For if a pilot get their badge without, you feel me, going in this natural disaster or colorable loss. So, because in the end, you got to space out the world to that understanding. You get what I'm saying? That if there's a lot of air, because now I'm talking, the rainbow of my sky vision is, you feel me, to make my words get taken out of context, or to sway the majority that I might still have to be surrounded around from what I was saying in the beginning. You can see it change, and now what I just said doesn't, you know what I'm saying? So, because I don't remember what I just said, because I have photographic memory, but I don't have it no more. Where's my grace period? So that's all I want to say about, if someone said, like I said about the rainbow shit, no, you can call that him forgetting. With all these clout plugs. That's what the world is full of. It's full of clout plugs. So if you're like a satellite in the world, you can't chill with your friends, because they're just going to, you feel me? Well, they're gonna try it. They're gonna do some ugly shit. They're not gonna channel in. They're gonna know you sense them, and then what? Oh, he's chilling. Okay, let's cosplay. You feel me? Let's do voodoo. You know what I'm saying? Let's summon them type shit. Because summoning is the gladiator dome mythology. So when you hear all that, oh, he doing voodoo, or he got he's magic witchcraft. All that is an era of what is done in the gladiator dome of summoning. So they called it different things. You feel me? You just go through the sundial of understanding what I'm saying. And with that being said, I want it to be known that I handle grave shift. If you come up on me and you talk to me like I am in recess, and you're not my child, you feel me? You're not my responsibility of you feel me? Because, like I said, satellite zone people and make sure the humidity control doesn't drown people, and you feel me? All the acceleration shit is with satellites in the Constitution. So everything that people is spoiled with is with the satellites in the Constitution. And now they're asking for extra customer service. They're asking to be kings of their imagination. So that being said, that they're asking to be kings of their imagination after just kissing whoever the king was ass in the pirate's ass, saying you're the real Mike Vick. Because, I'm glad that dissolved, like I said, with my Scott. Because I used to hear that so much. Before my preschool picture. So that's why I got. So when people be like, oh, you only knew Mike Vick in Atlanta. I mean, in 2001, I'm like, boy, I was hearing Mike Vick was going to be the number one before 1994. But that being said, as a joke, that took no, you didn't, and it was just a joke. But I was serious. What was serious? The truth. So since it was a joke, no, you didn't. It has. So I mean, before he got drafted, damn, that didn't seal it up. But oh well, all I'm trying to say is we could take it to the Gladiator Dome, and it's we in my motherfucking spaceship on Pirate Zozi Station. I don't motherfucking play that way, and we're gonna keep it a thou wow to the zow wow. All right. Because with that being said, This is about go make your money. If it don't offend me, I don't give a fuck. Find a way to get out of that trench. If I'm not the person to say it, hopefully I can cadence to the captain that, because I feel that's what the motherfucking captain of the world, of Pangea, in the world being a library, wants to be said. Go make y'all motherfucking money. Because in the end, SWAT went to porn stars. Because people on the balcony, you know, astros that are physical, or you feel me, physical, because they don't have no metaphysics. You feel me? They is acting like those things that was bullying Casper. So they're like, and sex, and not touching nothing. They're going through the humidity control. You feel me? There's humidity control. There's graphics all around me. So if we know 3D is thick, but you can see the line, and then when it went to, you know, PS5, it's like, damn. If reality is worse than that, you feel me? There's nowhere near. You feel me? You gotta get through the 3D. So that also being said, as I'm saying, fuck them niggas. You get what I'm saying? Fuck all of them. They can come take me for saying that shit. Yeah, I'm like that right now. I don't give a fuck. Like, right? Because I know I fuck the police. You get what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say the porn star's name of the radar of fuck the police. It's that simple. Niggas thought they bought what's the name? Oh, you feel me? They thought they infiltrated. When there's a porn star that's surveillance of the detention center. So motherfuckers is talking about me going back in to the motherfucking detention center to hear all the girls want to fuck or some shit. When there's a porn star all off of that and off of that momentum, that radiance and other shit. So that's why you know what I'm saying? I just want it to be known that it's recess and niggas not following the rules. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pulling out money because the cops are fucking thinking they fucking that porn star. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting people in check because cops think they fucking that. When we get them out of that headstand, out of that mindset, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, even if they come get me, even if y'all abuse me, rape me, in the end, when those fake ass Casper friends goddamn disappear from that momentum, if they didn't know what Tesseract Rich means, because in the end, because it's like this. It's just like the who they say is the owner of porn. They don't tell you the real name. That's just a president. That's just a spokesman for the real person. They never, just like H&R Block, whatever, and they say that where they thought of the name. But it was a good story. You know what I'm saying? But everybody just reads the statement and don't remember what it was. You feel me? So just like H&R Block was a good story, Hugh Hefner was a good story. You know what I'm saying? All them names hit like Peter Parker. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why them names hit like Peter Parker. Just to say that shit. Everybody's name, you feel me? When it's that momentum of how they can help the world, hit like Peter Parker. You feel me? When it all, you know what I'm saying? Like da-da-da. You got like James Bond type shit, but with a little school suave come up. So this being understood in the world, you feel me? I be wanting to watch porn the way y'all be watching porn, but I can't. I gotta goddamn work. And I goddamn, when I started watching porn, I should have never been upheld, goddamn. I was watching porn before 18. So it's just like, for that understanding of If blue kids could do, we can too. And niggas, and the Constitution acceleration work is just second nature. All we do is make jokes, or you feel me? So so you can't stop Kobe from getting at least 10 attempts. So he gets at least 16 attempts. But he's gonna get at least 10. So if you get 15, you feel like you beat Kobe. No, you did not. You get what I'm saying? That's what the app is full of. It's full of yellow plates, clout chasers, from the situation of they can't touch this from accelerating. But in the end, no one needs to get bullied, and that's what reality is from that acceleration, controlling the bullying. And right now, people anticipated from the rabbit hole being conscious on their forefathers. So it's just like, obviously, being prepared for the matrix of the world of the rabbit hole from, like I said, concentration, acceleration, and then people flicking the satellites off, and then hospitals not being stationary too. They helped everybody, so niggas had to pull up and apologize, or apologize without apologize, or criminal activity, and it's just stereotypes. So we're looking at a criminal from metaphysical to physical, everything between, but they don't do nothing physical, so they think that's their alibi, but they want you to work on them like a bomb. You know what I'm saying? So niggas don't think of those little things because it's handled. And that being said, because it's like this, we're gonna talk right here, and then we're gonna talk right here, and then I'm gonna light the blunt. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna light the blunt, and then I'm gonna ride in reverse, and then I'm gonna remember that I rode in reverse, and then I'm gonna ask people if I can see myself ride in reverse. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride in reverse. I'm gonna remember I ride in reverse, and then I'm gonna ask people if I can remember I ride in reverse. And that's Orcheon at the time right there. So that being said, as I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna light the blunt. So you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna ride in reverse. I'm gonna remember I ride in reverse, and then I'm gonna ask them, can I remember that I ride in reverse? And then, so who you are from that situation is your money. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't get, let me just draw an octagon real quick, or a diamond. You get what I'm saying? So if you can't goddamn get to your money, that doesn't mean you're broke. You get what I'm saying? That means you're in a situation where it's battleships from right in reverse, and you knew that, and you can't ask. And from the pie chart, the diamond, the person on code make a diamond of that. We get the situation of we're stereotyping what a fight is, what a war is, and what organized rioting. Because like our not stereotype, nothing. It's not war. It's organized rioting. It's people that need to be hospitalized, but they're going to be bombs. So we're not going to help, and we're not going to help them, bring them to blow up the hospital. The Joker will do it himself. So that being said, we also get to the point of feelings, pseudo feelings. So people always pushing P in people's satellites. So now let me tell you, because I wanted to do it in the beginning, and something just kept telling me not to, from ride in reverse, knowing I ride in reverse, and asking, can I ride in reverse, right? And that gives me my pseudo emotions. So, because they're in trouble. So that being said, as I'm going to do this, then I'm going to light the blunt, then I'm going to ride in reverse. I'm going to know I ride in reverse, and I'm going to ask, can I remember I ride in reverse? So in 24 hours, because it's not a waiting game, it's an up game. People asterisk this. Okay, that means wake up. Because everybody wants to be able to have no gravity common sense like Ziza Ziza. So, that's what Ziza Ziza is known for. So, that being said, people wake up, asterisk, people asterisk. So if they remember wherever they was wherever they feel like being on another dimension is zero gravity, common sense. They wake up. Then they do this. Then they think of their haters. Remember our asterisk. So the time between thinking of their haters is their own linear. So asterisk and thinking of their haters is together. So they are always just thinking about their haters. But so do this is where time has its mythology of graduation, because now they're going to make time to do this, or they're not going to make time to do this because they're thinking of their haters, and they forgot that it was pulled to the A to B, and they never made this a A to B. They made it a substitution. You get what I'm saying? So it was never a thought. It was never a Gemini. It was never what they have. It was a desire. You feel me? It was guiltiness of desires. So that being said, we gotta remember we only got 1 point. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 points, but 1 point. 1 point connected, 1 point not connected. That's how 1 can be 1. You know what I'm saying? So that also being understood, out of the 111, they're not gonna let go of thinking of the haters. So let's say they did do that dot. So just to show you how the world is multidimensional. That's why I'm just showing you in 24 hours how it can switch up. So now after doing that dot, they gotta go backwards, because that was first means first, but it wasn't the first means first. It was just to cover up what was really first means first. So then they go and do this dot, and they go do this dot, and then they remember they could have did all these 4 dots different, but forgot that it was 5. It was 5. It was 5 things they was thinking about in 24 hours. But, you know, they already corrected the 4. They don't want to be corrected for the first. You get what I'm saying? Or the 5th. You get what I'm saying? So that being understood, we get away from the situation where I know the momentum of fuck the police. You know what I'm saying? And so I ride in reverse. No, I ride in reverse, and as I can ride in reverse. But the momentum of fuck the police, you know what I'm saying? Animosity of how it can be a metaphor for something. From the 24 hours of times 27 plus, you know what I'm saying, parentheses, how many days, is why I keep saying we're stagnant. But guess what? What really makes it worse is when people put volume to stuff. They look for a cup and then they just drip. They don't know how to make their own cup or their own drip. So they get in groups where they accidentally make drip and then try to drip it in people's cups off of loaning the drip and it being scary, or it's not what they really want it to be, or they want attention from it. And it becomes, and things get lost in the world, or, you know, the time mythology, a delay mythology, because in the end, you gotta tell me how I'm able to. This, when someone tells you not to do something, because I'm talking about recess. When someone tells you not to do something, they got to tell you why not to do something. The forbidden fruit was about telling me why not to do it. And you feel me? The Adam Eve story is about people thinking they have a good reason to tell you not to do something, and they don't. That's That's what the whole Adam and Eve story is about. Having, you feel me? The subject, if any quasi subject y'all want to bring up, is them trying to say they have good reasons to tell you what you can and cannot do, and they don't. But then it's like, okay, so you want to go through this. You get what I'm saying? Because, listen, someone tell me not to smoke. Alright, I got C on your body from riding in reverse. You knowing you ride in reverse. And can I ask you, can I remember riding in reverse? What that means. And if you tell me, oh, you just slapped the air, I don't want to talk to you. Now you're just trying to attack me from me riding in reverse, me knowing I ride in reverse, and me ask you, can I know I ride in reverse? You don't know how the fuck something came from dirt, something came from gas, made smoke. You feel me? This is two different things in humidity control. You're not telling me the fusion, the invention of the humidity control, because that's why space is easy to walk in. It's freelance. If it was the opposite, it's ice. You get what I'm saying? It's the ultimate ice. It's ultimate physical. As the moon does the race. So the whole thing is, you be like, boy, smoking is illegal, and then you talking about everybody that gotta die by the mafia. You not telling me the nigga that's gonna come for me. You telling me a nigga that gotta die from the mafia and on the balcony like these porn people that like with their mafia debt, and they try to and they're like, yeah, you know how it's like a sign, and they be like, fear me, and then people didn't care about the fear, and then they go near the sign and start showing I should have listened. Because they went out there going for, and then they go because they want to give out a sign like, you know what I'm saying, that he's not that night. You feel me? He's that, you got that whatever they give on him. So that being said, if you can't tell me the humidity control of why I can't see my breath, right? But the atmosphere would say that will blow out the fire. Now let's try it. Hold on, I didn't do it. Oh, it will blow out the fire. Hold on. Alright, let me go softer. Alright. Say it won't blow out the fire. That's humidity control. You feel me? That's me. That's my sapiosexual self walking with my aura and always zero gravity thinking that I made silent subtitles with my brain. No one else can hear it, but someone that want to play along with knowing that I'm that creative, which people, when I say ride in reverse, remember I ride in reverse, and say can I actually can't remember I ride in reverse, try to argue with me that a person is playing with my sapio-ness because I'm not attracted to them. And they're like, okay, why you're not attracted to me? Because I'm not smart. But so you get what I'm saying? So like I said, and that's too hard of a breath. I didn't think the atmosphere onomatopoeia. That's not too hard of a breath. See? And then when it went past that, so that understanding is a big thing of my intelligence, that I can't be around certain people because I can't ask them to, can I remember right in reverse? And then in the 24 hours, they're only connected to this thought out of the 4 things they do. So it takes a big conglomerate to not give the grace period to how, oh yeah, that is how the world, yeah. And we got great people. Yeah. And I'm glad we said that before I said this, because that means we can change in an instant, in 24 hours too. So that's why I say it's recess, and I don't give a fuck, because families put on camouflage and to be bullied by ghosts, and to get told the rabbit hole isn't real when they died at the Constitution and is just running from being able to exist again, and now is just pegging. But you know, as a ghost, you substituted sperm. You know what I'm saying? So 24 hours. 24 hours, y'all. A difference in 24 hours, okay? Because I just want it understood, like, they can't tell me the humidity control why the fire aura won't drip to the gasoline and then blow up in my hand. This is all wax on, wax off, turn to business. You know what I'm saying? That's all business is. It's a dojo, and it's colorable dojos. So, you know, distribution centers is sowing sweat. You know what I'm saying? And be like, ew, sweat. But then we know I'm not about to destroy someone's business. So I mean, the space where sweat will exist pours like a fountain. You know what I'm saying? So that space needs, if it's not sweat, I'm just saying that type of pour is developed in the best, you feel me, distribution centers for drinks have that. NASA knows the word I'm trying to use, but I can't think of it as I ride in reverse, and then remember I ride in reverse and ask, can I? And you know what I'm saying? So, because I want it to be understood, it's that statement, it's that arrowing that I'm doing, where someone will come up to me and bully me because they're either a ghost or etc. So it's like, with that understood, because like I said, as I ride in reverse, remember I ride in reverse, right? And ask, can I remember that I ride in reverse? Since 0 years old, I ride in reverse. It meant that. So, you know, that means riding in reverse, meaning that is just them hitting the start menu and knowing that I'm going to go look at that for tradition now. You know what I'm saying? I remember I ride in reverse. I remember at the start menu and where is that, and ask, can I remember I ride in reverse? Can I hit pause? I'm unpause it and go about my day different? No. So I just want that to know, and people be like, oh, what are you doing with your life? I'm doing the most productive thing I can do, because I already asked multiple times, can I be more productive? And I got told no, for either safety hazards. Obviously, it always going to fall in the safety hazard, but I mean, for the individual caring, or for me caring for myself, for knowing what the individual is ignorant or don't care for to be ignorant of. I mean, to keep knowledge and productive with. So with this lifestyle that we live, the thing is, it's like the ratio, it's like the seesaw. It's like a lion to human. Lions sacrifice standing up. So now they're free in the world. While we sacrifice the speed to be free in the world, to be in the mythology that we have to die. While animals understand, like, sometimes you have to unravel your spirit. Because that's how people, because that's what that atmosphere is. You know, we don't, you know, at funerals we get a soaping atmosphere. And when you see a lion on the floor, we get a library atmosphere. We get a be quiet, don't talk, y'all don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? So and then we watch it kind of show a purity thing, because in the end, in a dirty sky vision, you know what I'm saying, you can't taste, you know what I'm saying, or you might have a suicidal disease, so you might have suicidal pain too. You might have suicidal feelings, you know what I'm saying. So a lion that can't get out of sight and can't undirty his linear breaching will go through a painful death. So, you know, I just want y'all to know when y'all stare at a lion, because I don't even want to say this part, they keep that in mind. But, you know, they keep it in mind, because what I'm trying to say, I want to glow it more than me saying it, and then I have to briefcase it in the statement of the text words that it is. But in the end, birds chirp every day. You know what I mean? The birds is the ancient, like, boy, they parrots is the rude people in the cafeteria. Birds go, boy, and they know you ain't gonna stop me from, you know what I mean? They go fly, they go play, and people are like, oh, you flew away. Even the ones that are in tune, like the Casper's enemies, those people are like, oh, you get what I'm saying? And then they get their ass Ghost Recon, and then they go, but not in the most polite way. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the rude chirp. Fuck y'all thought. So that being said, as I didn't get to say something, I want it understood that what I said in the beginning is what I mean. What I said, how I have it, how I grasp it. What I mean about go play in recess, go play in recess. Go live your life. Don't listen. You feel me? Be a savage, you know what I'm saying? Be that finesser, you know what I'm saying? Play chess. Enjoy it. Because in the end, life ain't lovey-dovey. Not because people aren't lovey-dovey, it's because people can't be lovey-dovey. That's what people not understanding. Life isn't lovey-dovey because people aren't. Because people be like, life ain't lovey-dovey because people can't be lovey-dovey. And then it'd be like, it's man because people aren't that they don't live, they didn't born, they wasn't guarding. No. People are guarding to be lovey-dovey. Because the people that ruled the world was lovey-dovey. You feel me? And then it rabbit hole to, oh, I can do that. And they still wasn't lovey-dovey. So that made the world isn't lovey-dovey because the people that rule the world are still at the Constitution. While the people that didn't rule the world are in the voided laws and they're like, hey, just wait for me to die. No, bitch, stop being Casper's enemy. So I just want that understood because I just always wanted to make a video about studies, and this is all my other videos were studies and troubleshooting. And I think I said it in the other video. I finally got to a point, you know what I'm saying, where you know we can if we watch back my videos, we can hear our studies. And this video is just about studies. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to my class. You know what I'm saying? Now, go out there and make jokes. You feel me? I know how people think about me. I'm talking like this so people can make jokes because I know the people that are gonna fail my class, jokes aren't gonna be funny. People's jokes that are gonna probably ruin my career. Their life is perfect. That's why I'm here for, to be the guy that's not gonna go, you ruined my career, I wanna kill you. No. That's, you feel me? I want to be that crash dump. I want to sacrifice my life to get rid of those people. You feel me? I want to sit in that spot in Beyblade. Whatever niggas do if they know so, like if they in the rabbit hole, like say you someone in the Constitution, they always come to McDonald's. And they're not going to go to McDonald's this time because it's balcony laws. So, you as Casper's enemy go sit there like you didn't stop them from going there. You feel me? So that being said, whoever is the most hated at that and go all over the place, I hope they not just stuck in the crib, boy. That would suck. Especially if people is like, what is you talking about? They just went to go eat. So, that being said, from riding reverse, knowing I ride reverse, and asking, can I remember that I ride in reverse? Sky vision. We gotta understand, when someone doesn't want to kill you, that is the first impression. It's not, I understand adding past the first impression, but then that's going past unconditional love. Okay? So people will be like, okay, I'm gonna just make everything mean you want to kill me. All right, and that means you're trying to kill them, stupid. That's that you going too far chart shit of how reality is, the world, natural disaster works, karma. But it's more to it. But you know how childish people are in the world. So people, person, people. So that being said, as I ride in reverse, remember I ride in reverse, and ask if I can remember that I ride in reverse, and don't give a fuck about the answer. It's my name is Gabriela Prosina. So that being said, hi, how you doing? I am Benjamin Ward, the biggest fan of the owner of the world, Ziza Ziza. Now I know people are going to say, why JSTBY? But that's how the world works. So, just like everybody else was born and saw Willy Wonka and was like, I'm going to do what Willy Wonka want me to do. And people said, I won't remember that acronym when I ride in reverse. Remember that I ride in reverse. And ask, can I remember that I ride in reverse? I didn't look at the motherfucking camera and nobody shunned me. Okay, so now let me make a chart of what the fuck that, cause we're not getting what this means about the energy I was at that place, right? That peak, right? So that being said, usually at the GD, when you do something out the norm, out of the grace period that they give you, you feel me? It's because they know they did you wrong. Okay, now, the level of doing someone wrong in grace period is right here. And it's hashtag fire cops help. Okay, and then the next one is double jeopardy. And then the next one is pseudo probation. And the next one is looking up voided manual bookkeeping, and that's told by the atmosphere from the conversations from hashtag Fire Cop Self. That don't have to be written down. This is voided. You feel me? That's to help retarded people. You didn't help me. So looking up voided, looking up voided manual bookkeeping. And the next one is arresting a chief / higher rank. Okay, that's probably the last one. Me looking away from the camera, from the grace period, is right here at GD. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. We not getting hashtag the lowest is beyond double jeopardy. What? Pseudo probation, you feel me, following you after that, and then, you know, making a bookkeeping, and then looking up, and then, you feel me, and then arresting the chief that makes sure you don't do none of them shits. You feel me? That's right here. You feel me? I don't know if y'all see where, cause you'll do right here. Okay? That's what my 18-year-old picture is of that atmosphere. Tell them as I ride in reverse. Ask if I can ride in reverse. Ride in reverse. Remember I ride in reverse. And then ask. And then I guess I got my badge from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because, you know, Casper don't play. And when I saw Casper, I was like, but you know, what I'm trying to say is, that means Casper in the swimwear. But all I'm trying to also say is, like my entrepreneurship video, and the metaphysics of twin flames, of what riding reverse comes from, or why the Constitution is there, and why we was excellent there, and we're still excellent, because we don't have to be excellent to people on the balcony. Being excellent to people on the balcony gets you off the balcony. So that being said, when we don't fix that situation in 24 hours and it's only 5 points, we turn the world into the zoo it is. It's not. This is not America. This is a zoo. This is not Pangea. It's a zoo, but it is the Pangea principles. This is not, you feel me, Georgia. This is the zoo. Okay, so I do expect Georgians to talk Georgian, because you're trapped in the zoo that way. Okay, I do expect ETC to ETC. Y'all trapped in the zoo that way, and the zookeepers are trapped in the zoo that way. So that's where the stagnicity of 24 hours is, in the situation of a Zazie Zazie. So if you don't get the situation of when the world check and balance, is like I said, looking up voided manual bookkeeping, which laws is voided. If first of all, it's just contradictions void shit off rip. You like how I said that? So now let me elaborate. So the whole thing is, when you get away from understanding that they have to go through a meeting to pass that. It isn't wrong. Okay? When it's common law at it. At the highest. That's the word. That it needed to be that. Okay? So, you cosplaying in Walmart and saying the owner can't eat what the fuck he want, and then use, like I said, we gotta keep in mind how silent and subtle language really is before, and then they make a cafeteria or a party, and then they drunk like, hey, owner. After the owner's on a whole different mission, but that was the hashtag firecracker they needed, and they didn't have it then to the owner, whoever the fuck I'm talking about. I just read the news a lot. I like reading in sports. So the thing is, so that being understood, because obviously the owner keeps the distribution center count, obviously, and practices rerouting, right? So it's just like, when we should expect someone to say they're not that person, or we should expect these words. We should expect this momentum. We know when the owner coming. When I ride in reverse, and then remember I ride in reverse. Can I remember I ride in reverse? That's called threat, thirst, and coercion. That's called Title 18, United States Code 249, Hate Crime Act. While y'all on the balcony thinking that hospitalization is going to be the battleships to flip. And then y'all think y'all just gonna shrug because that's life. So, with that all being said, I just wanted to be saturated and understood and fixated that people are choosing their life. They're choosing their problems. They're choosing their circumstances. And we're in a rabbit hole when we didn't give them chances. It's not where, you feel me? We're not in a we're not in a life where this is where we can think back and say, damn, I didn't want to do that. No, we're in a rabbit hole where our subconscious said, this is what you have to do to move forward, because you already told them a zillion times. So I got this military condom. No matter what the situation is, you drowning and have to, like I said, go through a lion teleportation or whatever the fuck. SWAT, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're going through. We're not going through year one. We're going through the end of the silent war. And people don't want to be silent no more. So, we could party at the end of the silent war, and then when the silent war got to this increment, people started birthing themselves to rebirth themselves. So that's why Kobe isn't dead. You know what I'm saying? Tupac isn't dead. Michael Jackson isn't dead, because they knew about the indigo children. So it's just like how I knew I brought light to either baby boomers or older millenniums when I was single digits, because I saw that's what they needed. So watching Tupac and them, it wasn't a you're the kid, it was a thank you, because in the end they wasn't saying thank you and bye bye. It was thank you and yeah. Well, you know, so you know, it's just because, like I'm saying, it's not that hard to understand when people don't want something for somebody. Because we came from a world where people don't want nothing for somebody. How do we get people to want something for somebody? By making them leave them alone. How do we get them to make them leave them alone? By the silent war, and people understanding the silent war is not going to end tomorrow. But when the end started to be tomorrow, people got back on what they said they would leave someone alone for. So, you know, that's when the ancestors or the descendants are in a frequency where the timeline connects and they meet up and be the oldest, born themselves to this glitch of the world, to reborn themselves to whoever they want to be their mother and their other mother, father, because it's an understanding that the atmosphere is scratching that to not ask, do I have to can I remember right in reverse? And I, you know, as me being a hunter, that's why I like calling teaching. I like calling teaching hunting. So, me being a hunter, I can see it's through scratching, you feel me? Because then that's where I would have ran instead of be a fighter hunter. You know what I'm saying? So, that understand this 24 hours is a samsara of us getting to our samsara of bonfires where everybody understands they gonna have to get roasted until they can smile. You know what I'm saying? Because they chose to go backwards from knowing the silent war been over. So it's machinery now. You feel me? It's karma. It's voodoo. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not us having to put on a suit. You know what I'm saying? No more. It's karma now. At the same time, karma has to be troubleshooted because people anticipated this karma. So that's where we put the suits on, and that's where we get the world is where it is, and we gotta get on our spaceships with our families, no matter where we might meet until we can actually meet back up with how we was before these balcony laws, which obviously there's laws that say is voided, Title 18, United States Code 241, 242, and there's other laws. The Constitution says it. So it's just like, I don't want to get into explaining that even before what was made. So you get what I'm saying? So I only bring up these codes to say, because I know you cannot make a partnership unless you have an adjacent wordplay somewhere. To say, like I said, you know I went woo and you know woo meant that. So Title 18 United States Code 241, 242 is the exact adjacency of do not make, you cannot, you know what I'm saying, translate it for the people that say, okay, this is what illegal do. Okay, well, illegal have a code to say you cannot attack the Constitution. So that's how ride in reverse, remember ride in reverse, cannot act, you feel me, type shit, you feel me, at what the world has advanced to. As you know, we still trying to figure out how dirt humidity control with commercial bacteria and humidity, and whoever is the recycler of that, same person as Crystal Springs, you feel me? And it doesn't do what this does right here, and this is from a dirt attribute humidity control in commercial. Well, you know, that's, now we just show that there is, you feel me? Well, we know my hair is fuzzy, or, you know, and my hair stands up. But, you know, people be like, it's gonna jam. That right there that I just said in the atmosphere incremented and clicked. Or did I do instant transmission? I don't know. Hope I didn't shoot. And so the whole thing is, when you hospitalize yourself, that's called meditation. When you meditate, it's called hospitalizing yourself. So you have to figure out where people are trying to imprison you and what is an imprisonment from long centuries of why your subconsciousness said this is what you're doing for your family from astrally. You know what I'm saying? Because we all had a Evel Knievel, I don't care what they say, when they tell me the laws. You know what I'm saying? And people learn other people say, I'm going to add that to that even though I had mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they add to the silent war, then over, and didn't know of recess. And that's the whole situation, and that's the whole function, and that's the whole bada bing, bada boom, what they thought, what they do, how we get it, what we move, what they saw, they thought. And nothing else to it when it comes to figuring out. I'm not rambling. I'm educating from where I want to go, knowing I'd rather deal with someone saying I don't care than I don't know. So, you know, after that, for the situation pertaining to gathering, you get from further understanding of symbolism that is not that when I thought growing up was going to, you feel me, be the party. You know what I'm saying? But now I understand it became the war mythology, the money, the monetary, you feel me, the flip, the trafficking. And it became a situation where we lost the whole momentum of what I saw as a kid the world was growing into, because I was gaining height, you feel me? So when it was what they knew it wasn't flying over my head, but it had such an axis to say whatever, fuck it. As I got taller, we stopped, but you know, that doesn't delete what karma is from what the garden's grown, because the garden isn't weak. It didn't grow just to be fruited. It grew to defend itself. So its vines will attack you. You know what I'm saying? So people was wishing that it wasn't an attackful forest. So I say that because it's just like people be like, "Did you see this movie? Did you see that?" And they be shocked when I didn't see it, because they wanted to roast me. They wanted to be like, "Boy, you goddamn," and it's just like, yeah, go ahead, give me a compliment. And I'm like, and they're like, "What do you mean give you a compliment?" And then it's another day. Did you see? I'm like, no. Like they used to do that with Pirates of the Caribbean so much. You let me know I was walking in my house thinking I was American or some shit. So you know, I can't. It's hard for me to go outside because I did my own trivia and said that would be cool, and then niggas went out, and then the second, I'm like this, okay? So imagine me as a kid, and I have a picture that I did Ghost Recon as a kid, and my mother tried to level 1 me. You get what I'm saying? To have this ceiling, you know what I'm saying? But I had that convertible. So imagine the kid just, you know, oh my God, this how everybody is. You know, and I'm quiet, so I do Ghost Recon with Casper just like that. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, so I'm quiet, I tiptoe, but it's not because I'm hiding from people, because I want all the personal space I can get, because I know there's going to be a point where I can't choose my personal space. You know, as a kid, I I have my imaginary friend. This is before I watch TV, so I'm not watching TV or nothing like that. And now, imagine me as a kid watching TV for the first time, and I always avoid, you feel me, atmospheres. So the first time I'm like this, going outside my door, but I used to go outside at 1 year old, excuse me. So like I did this, and then did this, and then this, and then this, and then saw the next person, and then did this, and saw the next person, and did this, and this was fencing all over the motherfucking place. And was doing that for motherfucking 7 years. But I turned 7 in Snellville. So, and that got us to Snellville. Because that was the authority I was talking. So just to get it to be understood, whatever the fuck show I watched, it wasn't about what I watched. It was about everybody said I was up. You feel me? That energy is up now. You get what I don't even want to say who it is. You get what I'm saying? DZW is up. You know what I'm saying? So, that being understood, and I wasn't even 10 yet, and there was no one to talk to about those stuff. I educated myself without words. So people are attacking death. They're attacking space. And they're telling me, use my brain. Use my child. Because the older brother doesn't need to watch the child. And I'm over here looking like, what? You didn't talk to my kid. You didn't talk to the younger brother. So that being said, we get the whole point of what I'm saying about momentum and visualizations and pedigrees and points and recess. And if I said it, do it. I don't give a fuck. Okay? And people don't listen to me. Everybody says, if I say it, do it silently. So I want to do it loudly. Everybody goddamn tries to hit a lick on somebody silently. So I want to do it loudly. I want to know, because, oh look, you're going to get your green screen. The leader call goes, too late, the fuck is y'all talking about? So I just want to now make it know, if I'm y'all silent recommendation, if you didn't do something for the greatness of good because you knew someone else would, because you didn't have that yes atmosphere loud enough, I didn't oversaturate it. That if you didn't do it, it's because they need to be scared. We all know someone else gonna do it. It's just that simple. I don't want the world to be stuck in its stagnicity because the person that needs to talk up, and hopefully it's not the leader called Ghost, it didn't say the shit. Because just like I'm saying about scratching it, that what needs to make sure that's not everything that is a convertible can be a convertible. Not, oh, I didn't know this was a convertible. You get what I'm saying? Because people are walking around like they're about to say, oh, I didn't know this was a convertible. So it's just that understood from when I talk. And Mark A. Miley salutes me with Elmo, because Elmo salutes me times 1,000. So, you know, I know what to know. I sound Jamaican, but I usually do better than that. But, you know, so that being said, we got to understand who are we getting. Like I said, the leader called Ghost. So I just want to understand, no, that's still what the fuck it is. I don't, because, you know, y'all tag Mark A. Miley like that. So just because I can run the race faster than them to get that clout don't mean y'all aren't who y'all is. Because that's what the smile to me is. That's what talking at Princeton is. That's what talking at West Point and for Army football and just college in general is It's the understanding that we're in a natural disaster and y'all need to respect it more than anybody that I came out. You know what I'm saying? To the people that have that covenant of respect. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't sound like someone authorizing respect. So with that just said, we gotta get it really established from riding in reverse. You feel me? Because that's the mechanic way to talk. Remember that you ride in reverse. And asking, can you ride in reverse? Because that's the problem. People can't put down their construction work because someone's construction work is already down. But the question is, whose construction work it is? Who's Willy Wonka? And if their construction work is down, you feel me? That's Pangea. It's not a theory because it's just different countries, gangbangers, saying we fuck with his construction work more than y'all. Y'all faking it. So it's just, that being said, obviously and they do argue like that, then we know it's a construction work where people can put down their construction work. But people are tugging to put it down first at a free will time. Because that's what swag is. You know what I'm saying? That's what culture mythology is. So from that particular situation and growing and habitat and fear of time to someone that can tell you what time is, putting someone in a position where people don't know about time doesn't scare someone that knows all about time. So I'm just saying, because I deal with blood clots and blood knots of swayed emotions, of scripts under my plate. Because if I don't, this script on the plate will cause this altercation. I've done with it. I've dealt with it. I've seen it. I stayed at the cliff and watched people do the stupidity of me sifting through. This will be impossible if this causes them to do this, but I'm gonna do this. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm gonna stay where I can sit. That ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't have a problem being that alias at the same time. So, is for a understanding of the pirate I am, and I would never do nothing that's not, you feel me, porn star related, because you know people get away and be like, oh, you push over like that. No, just if you feel me, I am not, but you feel me, Zevelina, you know the truth. It's an understanding of I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get through what I gotta do, because my past life told me you gonna remember instantly, because it's exactly your purity and your imagination. Because you know how pure you are, you can only increment one way. So my first step was amazing, because I could only increment one way to get my subconscious message. Because you know the subconscious message was a loud, non-subtitle message. So it's about us wanting to feel ourselves, and that's where karma becomes people's samsara of learning, because they didn't want to feel themselves when they was born, because they already knew what they did. They just knew they was on go, but something stopped them. So then when they was able to move, they just on go, and then the moment they started to feel themselves, they got trapped in their samsara to learn the message. That's not what you really wanted to do. You died and was born, or you was born and was going too fast, and I forgot about that one thing. Now when you said when you were born, you want to do this to make sure your life is at its fulfilled T. And that's what rabbit holes from being on the balcony causes. And it causes that whole situation where people lose their understanding of how, like I said about the free land of recess. So when you lose the free land of recess, and people start saying, no, it's not that you lost the free land of recess, you was tired, now you're kidnapped. So when people don't take, like I said in the beginning, language from sign language being that silent, because movement isn't sign language. You feel me? Silence is sign language. You feel me? When you can hear silence, that's sign language. And because that's what they're listening to. They're listening to the anticipation. That's called anticipation. So when you get away from that, then you're not authority, and you don't have that type of delegation of authority, because now someone's kidnapped, and that cop might be kidnapped because y'all was arguing, and only the chief had the authority, but y'all haven't talked about that, and now y'all acting like Power Rangers, and then you got them going after someone kidnapped, saying they're beating up somebody. In mythology, I'm talking about like arguing, when really they're kidnapped, saying stop kidnapping me, but we're not in first generation, and we're not reading a first generation dictionary. So now you just gave this person more time to give you more time. At the same time, on the balcony with this person, because this person still wants to go on with what they're doing, so they have to go get that person. You know what I'm saying? Or someone's gonna go get them, and then they're gonna find them again, and it's gonna, like I said about baby type momentum, unravel. Which it didn't have to go through that if we just understood and respect what first generation language is, and the silence first generation of language, and the first generation language silence, because those are two different things. Because obviously someone learned how to move first, and then how to teach, and so teaching is not first generation, because that's like. Teaching is like Generation Z before Generation Z, because you have to. That's how everybody can relate to their kids, no matter growing up, because the person that learned it had to either troubleshoot. If someone not wanting to troubleshoot has to get, you feel me, the books that don't ever come out. You get what I'm saying? So that's where being grateful for someone that can give you that knowledge is big, but people got spoiled by cassette B, cassette C, and stuff like that. We got away from how the teaching has developed, because once again, we're away from, like I said, porn is that silent threat, thirst, and coercion. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, that's where Zoes are the truest. And Zoes, you feel me? But that's where Haitians look like Africans at, because Africans love sex and know how, and that's what it's. And then when it's saturated, that they don't be fucking, they be getting through to get back to the plane where their man is. Like I forgot, it was like something like claw type shit. You feel me? Because, and that's what the SWAT is, and we're just catching that. Instead of y'all metaphysically watching from Ride in Reverse, knowing y'all Ride in Reverse, and don't give a fuck to acts like everybody else. So, you know, so we get that all figured to understand that the RP Center is real. I've been told multiple times. I had to make sure I didn't get into a predicament to reaffirm the kind gesture I am, instead of doing it because of the pirate I am. And now we get that it's because we are in a rabbit hole where people are that fat. People are that saturated. People are that thick, and they want that karma. People are that gravity. People are that, you feel me? People are calling out somebody to be the next you feel me, victim on clout. People are that whole weak wad of who cares, but scared of the silver lining of these two things. So they're quiet when I do this because they hope the silver lining pops. You know what I'm saying? The wireless world, the wired world, the wireless world to the physical being the with and without version of it. So is that partake where the dosing station is strong? You get what I was saying? And I just wanted to be understood. I need to stop hearing that shit. What you hearing? Y'all gonna hear it. I'm gonna hear it. They gonna hear it. It's in the world. It's not in the world. It's within. It's without. It's being a man. It's not being a man. It's egoistic. It's a script. Script's gonna always be there. It's I don't need that. I need that because of that. It's I write in reverse. Remember I write in reverse. Ask, can I remember that I write in reverse? And bada bing, bada boom. Because